No, I'm just his roommate, so I'm just helping out.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Is Dave gonna bring the camera equipment?
Yeah, I think so. He just told me to bring my script. So.
Okay. All right. Very cool.
Okay, weird thought.
Yeah.
Imagine, imagine that there's an alien, but it can only communicate by thought.
What?
But not like mind reading, though. Shit, I'm doing a bad job.
No.
explaining.
Okay. So you mean like an alien that is a thought? Like it has no body or no physical form, but it exists as a thought?
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, you know how when we think thoughts, it's electrical currents buzzing around in our brain, but what if the alien was just those currents?
What made you think of this?
I don't
No, it's weird. I was having the exact same thought just now when he said that.
know. Really?
Well, like a little different, I guess. I was thinking of those like swarms of fish in the sea. You know, the way they all swim in harmony.
A groupthink. Same with swallows that group together to evade predators.
Yeah, right, yes. But what if that groupthink existed entirely separately from the animals themselves? Like you see a flock of sparrows moving, and then a few minutes later you see a group of squirrels doing the exact same thing.
Well, what if that's how it lives? How it eats and reproduces? Just goes into the minds of other species, lives in their brains for a little bit, and then makes them do stuff.
No, that makes it sound like it's a parasite, though.
Maybe it is. It can move through space without a spaceship. It doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah, and if it came to Earth, if it came to Earth right now, this very moment, we would have no way of knowing it.
I mean, it's not here.
Of course it's
Yeah,
not there.
yeah, of course. But what would it be like if it was?
You mean if someone just started to believe that they had a non-corporeal spaceman living in their brain? Well, I'd say that's out of the question. I feel like they'd be crazy. They'd be diagnosed as off their rocker. And if this happened in any less enlightened time period, they would be immediately dragged to the nut house.
I disagree.
How so?
Well, I think that because of who we are, we're interpreting or imagining this thing as a space alien. But let's say that this thing came down to Earth 600 years ago. You know, the people back then wouldn't think spaceman. They think they're talking to God or something. God appeared to Saul as just a voice. How many Joan of Arcs and St. Anthony's are there throughout history? They could have just been talking to our space alien.
No. Look, we're not talking about an alien that you could actually speak to or see because it doesn't have a brain. I mean, if it's made of thoughts, you would actually think that you're thinking those thoughts yourself? Yeah, yourself. Boom.
So you would have no way of knowing what was you and what was this alien?
Maybe.
These wouldn't just be random thoughts. We're talking alien consciousness, so that implies something way beyond what we can imagine. Divine, spontaneous inspiration.
Okay, so less Jesus, more Salvador Dali.
Yes, artistic inspiration. Like, what if this alien entity we're talking about is responsible for all the crazy human behavior we can't explain? You know, some of it's terrible. You wake up, you drown your kids in your bathtub, and you can't say why. But some of it's beautiful. You know, this thing comes down from the stars and speaks through you, and then all of a sudden you're Einstein writing the theory of relativity, or you're the guy who wakes up from a coma and can suddenly sculpt. Or maybe you just realize some deep truth about yourself and the universe, and that's enough.
So what happens next?
What do you mean?
So you're saying that this alien just comes down and implants crazy thoughts in your head and then just what leaves? Wait, I got it. Oh, shit, wait, what were we talking about?
I don't remember. Have you done sound before?
No, I'm just his roommate, so I'm just helping out.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Is Dave gonna bring...
I'm here! It's okay, I'm here! I'm sorry I'm late! I'm coming!